Good morning.
Good morning.
That's a good sign. I mean, someone can hear me on the other side.
Yes. What page we starting on today?
26. Page 26, F sharp major scale. Looks like the Joy Lorinda room is hung. It says they're joining, but nothing has happened.
Uh-oh. They have more trouble.
They do. I think they're trying to be more sophisticated than I am. So connect this speaker to this something to whatever. All right. So we're going to start with the F sharp major scale, and we're going to do only one octave. But what I'd like to do is do descending, and then immediately go back to the beginning and do ascending, and then one more descending. So we're starting at the top,
Okay.
going to the bottom, going back up, and going to the bottom one more time. And if we have to help them get in after a while, then we will. So this will be our quarter note, starting on F sharp, one octave, 3, 4. Yeah, did everybody make it? Was the tempo too fast? No? Carla's no reaction. I'll slow it down a little bit. Good for Linda. I want to make sure you have a lot of time to think about what degree in the scale that note is. So, same scale, we're still starting at the top. 3, 4. Good. Here they are trying again. Looks more successful though. All right. So this time let's do only the arpeggio, and we'll still start at the top. So top of the F sharp major arpeggio to the bottom, and then back up to the top. And we will use this click. Still be a quarter note, so there'll be 2 clicks per note, starting at the top. 3, 4. Good. So arpeggio again, same way, top to bottom, back up to the top, and then down again. Ready, and. Snap. down to the bottom, back up. Ready, end. Good. So we're going to do some true sound exploring this morning. Rather than teach a song by ear that nobody knows, we're going to work on Row, Row, Row Your Boat. So how I want you to think about it, and if you're the type of person that also wants a visual as you go, you're going to be thinking about the note in the scale. So row, row, row your boat. Well, that would be note 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. So that's part of why we're doing this scale so many times, so that you can be thinking about, okay, note 1, well, that would be F sharp. So the first phrase would turn into F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp. Okay, so we're going to keep this same quarter note, row, row your boat, some 3/4 times. So the first couple F sharps are 3 beats long, which gives you lots of time to think. Starting on F sharp, row, 2, 3, row, 2, 3, row, G sharp, A sharp. Okay, we'll do that again. Ready, and row, 2, 3, row, 2, 3, row your boat. All right, so if you think about the next phrase, we have gently down the stream, and so that one is going to start on the third note of the scale. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to do only the gently part, which would put us starting on an A sharp. Ready, and A sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp. And we'll plan to hold this one for 6. It'll feel like the longest thing ever, but that'll give you extra time to think. So gently down the stream, starting on your A sharp. Ready, and A sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp. Okay, so we're going to go back to the beginning, put those two phrases together. This time I'll say the letters, the time after that I'll say the degree in the scale, so you can be thinking about both things. Ready, and F sharp, 2, F sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, A sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp. Oh, give that another go. So this time I'll be saying the note in the scale. So for the F sharp, I'll say note 1. So if I'm saying numbers and you're like, what? What is she talking about? That's what's going on. Ready, and 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, very long note. All right, so the next section of the song, merrily, 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 merrily. Here is where you really need to know your arpeggio, because that's all it is. You're going to start at the top of the arpeggio, and then you're going to do note 5, and then you're going to do note 3, and then you'll be at the bottom of the arpeggio. So let's just try that part. You're starting at the top of your arpeggio, so on your F sharp, an octave above where you started. 2, 3. And then you need C sharp, A sharp, F sharp. Yes. So I mean, if you can get your, as a cellist, if you can get your 2 to F sharp, then you can use the magic arpeggio fingering for this. We'll try it again. All those merrilies. And F sharp, C sharp, A sharp, F sharp. One more time to be sure. And from what we have so far. We're back at the beginning. 2, 3. F sharp, F sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, A sharp, G sharp, A sharp, B, C sharp, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here comes the merrilies. Great. So that leaves us one more phrase, and this is going to be a fun phrase. It's going to be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So think about the 5th note of the scale. I won't give it away this time, but I'll give you a moment to think about it. All right, life is but a dream. 2, 3. Hold that last one for 6 as well. That way we get some long bow practice in here. 2, 3. Life okay, again. 2, 3. Great. So we're going to start at the merrilies, second half. 2, 3. Good. Deep thought, deep breath. We're going to go back to the beginning. Do not capsize. 2, 3. bow like you're a dog with a tail if you made it. Oh, lots of tails wiggling. Okay, excellent. All right. So I'm actually going to give you another tool. If you're thinking about the numbers, that means you can change your song into any key. So what we're going to do right now, just to kind of process that concept, is we're going to play the same song in G major. So to be nice, we'll play a G major scale that only has one sharp. And you get a few open strings back. And we will, like we've been doing today, we'll start at the top of the scale, we'll go down, then we'll come back up and back down. So you get the down part of the scale twice. So we'll do just G major scale, reset the brain, although this one shouldn't be as complicated. You can start on any G that makes you happy. G. Arpeggio, starting at the top. I know it's weird today. D, B, G. Arpeggio again. Ready, and. So we're going to do Row Row Your Boat in G major. So the pattern is still 1, 1, 1, 2, 3. Just your 1 is now, think about it, think about it. Okay. 2, 3. Lots of time to think about your arpeggio that's coming. So I'm going to up the tempo just a hair. Still in G. 2, 3. could play in any key. I thought about doing it in all sorts of keys today, but I figured stabilizing F sharp, learning how it could go to a new key was probably a good amount. So you could say, okay, I'm going to play Mary Had a Little Lamb. This is a song I know really well. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. Mary had a little lamb. And so then you start on 3, and A sharp, G sharp, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp, A sharp, A sharp, and suddenly you'd be able to play that same song in this key. So it's useful if you, and yeah, it might take some table work, but if you're like, can you please transpose this? You would be able to answer that question yes with enough time. So our purposes here, I think, are just as much to get you solid in where are those notes in F sharp major, which makes this a really good tune for that. Yeah, I need to not look at the clock while I'm trying to play. I always mess up. We're going to do Fried Egg on the Sidewalk, which uses lots of those F sharps and C sharps. So that's page 27, a little bit in the book. Did I have it last time? Split the difference. I'm playing top part first. Repeats are good. 3, 4. So get ready to do it again. I'll be playing the lower part. Gives you your choice. 3, 4. Row your boat. You still remember it now that I've distracted yourselves. 2, 3. Yeah, so if we weren't playing at snail speed, I'd probably put some bowings in, like row, row, row your boat, that I'd connect in the row your, that half note, quarter note. Gently down the, I'd slur those, stream. And then you might do that one 4, 5, so you can take a lift and then start your merrilies down bow. Merrily, 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 and then slur 2, slur 2. So we're gonna play it again. I'm gonna up the tempo a little bit. You can add in the slurs if you want. You can not add in the slurs. I won't know the difference. And if my tempo is too fast, jump in on the merrilies at the very least. 4, 2, 3. I'm going to leave it at the same tempo. We're going to play it twice in a row. If you would like to play it as a round, you begin after I've played row, row, row your boat. So when I start gently, you start at row, and then we'll suddenly have harmony. We will not try and do it as a 4-part round, but it would be possible. 2, 3. That was really cool. Half of people played with me and half of people played around. So in the global part of the world, there was a round. All right, questions, now's your chance. Extra credit is figure out happy birthday in the key of F sharp.
Oh. That was fun.
Well, good. Nice to be able to finish a class in F sharp major and say, that was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. Thank you, Marion.
You're welcome.
Have a good week, everyone.
You too.
You too. Bye.